Hello, everybody, and welcome again to the Geek Corner Minute. And as I'm sure y'all probably seen in last week's issue of Superman Doom #2, the very last page on there was like a huge reveal. If you haven't seen it, go look online. It's on there. It's on like Bleeding Cool and comicbook.com, places like that. But it unveiled that there are fragments, and somewhere there are fragments of the old DC universe. One in particular being the classic pre-52 universe featuring Superman, the classic Superman. And someone at IGN this past week did a article about should DC ditch the new 52 and bring back the old classic universe. And in the midst of this article, it said that no, they shouldn't go back. And of course they're hinting at everything going on in April with a possible crisis to almost celebrate the very first 30 years of the first crisis that was done back in the 80s. They're thinking there's going to be a new 52 crisis. And in that, they're thinking, they're going to reboot it. It's almost going to be like a new 52. And they're going to go back to the old DCU, or they're going to go back to the old DCU and everything. And they're essentially said, no, they shouldn't do that. They shouldn't go back to the way things were. And they shouldn't reboot it again. And they should address the problems in the new 52 and resolve them. Address those problems and smooth out the wrinkles and continue on steady course in the new 52 as it is, and they shouldn't go back to the way things are. And I happened to comment on this one, the one who posted it, and said, expect a rebuttal from me. Well, here's the rebuttal. I'm going to just start by saying I highly disagree with this article. The new 52, while they have had bright moments like making Aquaman, I just woke up a few minutes ago. Excuse me. While Aquaman, they've made Aquaman tougher, and they've done stuff like have Sinestro merge with Parallax and done all this other stuff. While there have been a few bright spots like those in the new 52, everything else has been an incoherent disaster. I mean, if you've seen my past episodes, the past 4 episodes I've done that have railed against the new 52, parts 1, 2, 3, and 4, and have railed against the new 52 and all the crazy junk they have done in it, and all the way they have completely and totally screwed up the DC Universe. You all know very well that I'm not going to be for addressing any problems in the new 52. I'm going to be here, and I'm going to be for only one resolution to the problem of the problems in the new 52. Go back to the way things were. There were no problems in the old DCU. There were no problems. A lot of folks would probably say that, the continuity was the problem and this is the problem. And I say, then why wipe the slate clean? Why was it ever a good idea? And why, instead of addressing the problems, they have to wipe the slate clean and start all over again, making everything up as they go along? Why did they have to do that? And yet, they staunchly defend the new 52 for having problems. They have even bigger problems with the new 52 than they ever had with the classic DCU. And I'm definitely not saying, no, they should not reboot it and have another new 52. No. You keep rebooting it, all you're going to have is something that looks along lines like that Simpsons couch gag from Sunday, where in the future everything looks not like it, almost vaguely resembles it, but really don't look like it. You're going to reboot it out of existence. I mean, They should just go back to the way things are. I, for one, am from day one saying they should go bring back the classic DC Universe, bring back classic Superman, and just ditch this new 52, or have them exist side by side. And by the way they've shown this last page on Superman Doomed, it does still exist. The classic DCU still exists along with this new 52 continuity that obviously is a product of something in the DCU other than just Dan Didio. It's story-wise, something else is responsible for it, and all I gotta say is, if they want to keep their little new 52, why don't they just keep it on an alternate Earth like we already know now that it is? And bring the classic DCU back to the forefront again and make everybody happy. If they don't want to completely and totally ditch New 52, keep your new readers with this New 52 crap and bring back the old readers with the old DCU. Now, of course, I know now there's some older readers out there that have warmed up to this and has actually started liking it. And if you have, that's your prerogative. I, for one, am not going to do it. I and a lot of other people out there cannot stand the New 52. I can't stand it. I can't abide it. I can't stand it. What it's doing. All these mess they kept doing that just degraded them and everything. I just can't do it. I can't stand it anymore. And like I said, IGN, I heartily disagree with you about your stance on the New 52. I heartily disagree with you. I don't think they should stick with the New 52, and I think it ought to be gotten rid of. If not made it a part of the multiverse. Because it's not DCU, it's not the real DCU. And you know it. I don't think, yes, address the problem, but at the same time, they should be trying to bring the classic one back. Because we all know that's not what the way it's supposed to be. We all know that the real DCU, that everyone, when you think DCU, all you think of is the classic Superman, the classic iteration of the Justice League. Not this armor-clad, out-of-character acting group that you've got now. That you don't even know if they're heroes, villains, or just costume jerks. I mean, they need to have their heroes acting like heroes again. And have something that seems cohesive. I mean, it's just... It aggravates me to no end. And they should, and bottom line, as I said, I loved it when I saw that last page of Superman Doom #2. When I saw that those Earths still exist, I was so excited. I mean, I about jumped up to my feet when I saw that. I said, it's something I've been saying all along. It's got to be out there in the multiverse somewhere, and it is. And I for one am hoping that they do ditch this experiment that has been the New 52 and just bring back the DC Universe as the way it's supposed to be. That they bring back the classic characters in their classic iterations. I, for one, would rather see this than the New 52 any day. Any day. And I'm hoping that maybe, just maybe, this upcoming event in April will finally set things back right again. But what do y'all think about this? Have y'all read? Are y'all really? Do you really want to see this happen? Would you want to see a New 52 classic DCU shared universe? Or do you just want the classic DCU back? Or do you like the New 52? Let me know. As always, drop me a comment in the comment box below. I would love to hear your thoughts on this subject. And as always, If you have any comments about the show whatsoever, drop me a comment in the comment box. You have any ideas you want to hear, things you want to hear me talk about on the show, drop me a comment in the comment box. I'm always open to fresh new ideas, things to talk about. Like, subscribe, share and tell with all your friends, and check out this past Friday's edition of Mr. J's Geek Corner. And I think it was being on the subject of DC is the top 10 DC characters, or the top DC characters that I would love to see get their own movies. And it's very interesting, and sure you'll hopefully you'll enjoy it. And I'll see y'all later.